Hey girls, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. Girl, we got some fun to do today. I'm going to show you how to get this gorgeous kind of glowy look too. There's another product that I didn't mention. I know we're going to talk about the concealer, but there's one product at the end I also want you to see that I purchased the same time I got the concealer. Don't it look glowy? Yes, it does. But there's a reason it looks glowy. So you stick around if you want to know how I got the glowy goodness and this fabulous looking under eye, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've done my eyes. I put on my foundation. I've done that. I haven't done any under eye stuff at all. So that's what you see is what you get. Yeah, look at those. I smile a lot. I laugh a lot. That's a good thing. Now, I did put on this. This is Younique's eye cream. I do love it. It has caffeine in it. It has peptides in it. It has vitamin A in it. It's really good for your eyes. I do put that on. I let that set for a little while. And then I came back and this is what I've been using. You know, I still love this. I love this if I'm using Younique's concealer, okay? I haven't used this with the concealer that we're going to use today. So this Lancome thing is going to be totally different. It's a different consistency. It's just a different product. And I really do like it. I'm just going to tell you that now. I do like it. But I have been using this here. This is Younique's Beauty Oil. Now, you can see, I just bought this not too long ago. I mean, this lasts a long time. I don't use a whole lot of it. But, however, it's an oil, but it's not greasy. Does that make sense? It has, let me think of things. It has Q10 in it. I don't have a good brain anymore. Vitamins E and C and squalene. It just gives you some awesome moisturizing underneath here. So this is one of the things that I do, and typically I will do it like right before I'm going to apply whatever concealer I'm going to put on. I've been using it with Younique's also. So put a little tiny bit on your finger, on your ring finger, and just dab it together. And you're just going to dab it right here. Now, I did put on just a little bit of a mattifying primer, but I'm very, very tiny mattifying under here. I don't like a lot of layers of anything underneath my under eyes at all. So I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Okay, let it absorb, because once you get the moisture in there, that's what helps plump up all those lines. So you need to give it some time to let it do its thing. See, it is shiny. It is. It works wonderful. So let me let this sit for 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's talk about this concealer. I've been wearing it for almost a week now, pretty much every day, and I like it. It's very creamy. It's very lightweight. I do like that. This is Overall Concealer. That's what it's called. It's Ultra Wear Overall Concealer. And this is the box that it came in. I went into Ulta and I sat down and I looked. You know, my veins are kind of blue-green, so I'm more of a warm tone, sometimes a neutral as well, depending on the time of the year. It changes. But I can wear gold jewelry. I can wear silver jewelry, and either one looks good on me. So I sat and I looked at all the colors and I was like, gosh, which one is going to work well with my eyelid foundation? Which I know I need to go 2 shades lighter than what my foundation is for me to like the highlight. Now, you don't have to do that. If you don't want to go 2 shades lighter, just go 1 shade lighter. And this will still give you the coverage. This is full coverage, but it's very lightweight. It's very creamy, and I think you're going to really love it. I chose the color Ivory Warm. Now, it comes in the neutrals and the cools and everything else. But that's what I chose. So, and this is the product here. This is the color. I know you're going, well, that looks light, girl. But when I looked at it, it's really like 2 shades lighter than my foundation. Okay, it really is. And so what I did was, when I was in the store, I mean, I had my foundation on. I held up my phone, and I took it out of the box, and I held it up, and I was like, I think this will work. This will work for me. And so that's what I went with. Now, it does come with a doe foot applicator. It's really, really nice. This is supposed to be, let me see. I got some notes here on it. It's a matte finish. I do know that. So that's good. We don't want a lot of shiny showing in that area, which Younique's is matte as well. It also is blendable, which I agree with. It's very easy to blend. And it's supposed to be no creasing. Now, our face moves. I had a little bit of creasing, but not, you know, huge. That's what I'm telling you. So, everybody's different. Your lines are different than mine. And so you may have a little more creasing than I do. I don't think anything is quite foolproof on no creasing, but it does hold up really well during out the day. It's lightweight and full coverage. Okay, that's all I know about this product. And I know I've been wearing it, and I do love the doe foot, and I do love the fact that when you pull it out of here, you do not have a whole lot of product sitting there. Now, I did not use a brush to apply this with. However, I do love to use a moist blending bud. Now, I went the other day and got me some new blending buds. These are Morphe ones. They're called the Cherry Coke brand, and you get 3 in one little box thing. It looks like this. Gosh, I stay in Ulta way too much. But there's one in here I haven't even used yet. And the other one is like this, okay? It is dirty. Don't judge. It's because I use it every day. That's why. All right, this is what I did. I'm going to do this eye because this is the eye you can see the best, okay? I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it right in here. Now, I already have my eyeshadow on. I did add a little bit of this onto my eyelid here, just for a little highlight in that inner corner. So that's what you see. I haven't put on anything else, so you can see it's pretty highlighted there. And we're going to use this right here like this. And I'm just going to dot it right through here. Now, what I did, let me put it back in here. I use my finger first, okay? This is what I do first. I always use my finger and dab it. And then I look to see how much came off. Not much. So it really does absorb well. I don't guess absorb, but it's kind of crazy. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's just so light. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And then you're going to take it and you're going to blend it out through up here through your temple. And this is where I'll just kind of blend it with my finger just a little bit here. And then I'm going to use I'm going to use this little beauty blender to do that. And then I'm going to bring it right through here. I just want to do one side so you can see the difference in the two sides. Now I'm going to blend this out with the blending bud. And typically, I will come right in here and just very lightly do like this, just in case you put too much. I really don't think I put too much, but wow, that is so pretty. It's just, I love using the beauty oil here. It just helps plump up my lines, and it helps the application to go on better. I don't care what I put on my eyes. I have to use some kind of moisturizer under there before I add my concealer. So you may not be that way, but let me blend it. And then you want to turn your mirror around. Turn your mirror around. And it's like, wow, look at that. It's really, really pretty. Now, we are going to set this with powder. And I'm going to do the other side off camera. And then I'll be right back. Okay, what do you think? Look how bright that is. It's so beautiful around the eyes. It's very, very soft. I don't even feel like I have anything on. That's what I love about it. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky or anything. It's very touchable. I just love it. I think it's a wonderful product. But I do have on my spray foundation, and I also have used my serum foundation, like through the center. I use this through the center of my face, and I apply it with a moist blending bud. So that's the glow that you see through the center of my face, if you're wondering why she's so shiny. I love doing this. I love the mattifying part of this because it's full coverage. The other one's full coverage too, but I don't want the glow everywhere. I like the glow to be in the center of my face. So we are going to add a little bit of this through the center of our face. So we're going to take the doe foot. I'm going to wipe off a little bit of it. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to apply it here and just out a little bit down the nose. I'm going to add a little light here, a little light here, a little here. And I'm going to kind of angle it in. Why am I doing that, you think? Well, light brings things forward. So if you've got those little droopy lines that make everything look like it's going south, like you're frowning and you're really not, then it's going to help that. And I'm going to take this tiny blending bud and we're going to blend this out all over our face. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it is. I love the light in the center of my face. Wayne Goss has taught me that. Everything about the light bouncing off the center of the face is what he says. It's just beautiful. That's what he says. And I do believe that. I believe as we age, there are so many things that we don't like about aging. Number one is a bunch of wrinkles and saggy skin. Number two, And we're just going to have that. We are. But if you can find the right products that make you happy, which Younique makes me extremely happy. I love what I do with Younique, and I think it's an honor sometimes just to do what I do. Even if I didn't make money off of it, it would just be an honor. I just love doing it. I love popping on here. I'm using a product that is not Younique's, and I absolutely love it. So I love bringing you things of value, and that's important to me. And I think this is a game-changing kind of concealer. It just is. It's beautiful. It blends out so pretty onto your face. Now, we are going to set it with, I was trying to decide which one I wanted to set this with. You can set it with powder. You can set it with a setting spray. If you're going to do the setting spray, I would recommend you spray it on your finger and just dab it underneath, okay? If you want to try it out that way, do it. Don't put a whole lot, but you just want to dab it and then leave it and let it dry, okay? And add no powder. I, on the other hand, love powder, and I think I'm going to use my Laura Mercier. I'm going to use that. I usually use this for my under eyes. I have its, and I also have Younique setting. I love to use the Youniques to set my whole entire face, but I love to use something like this that's a little more finely milled for my under eyes. And I'm going to use my bullet brush, my Morphe brush, and we are going to see, I've got it all in here, and you're going to just tap it, and you're going to tap it off. And basically, sometimes I'll go ahead and just tap it on my hand to get any excess off. And we've got it just like we want it. And so we're going to pop it and just place it. We're not swiping it. We're just placing the powder. This is the best way that I have found to do it. It doesn't move the makeup. And you're pressing it right into the skin. And you can see how that mattified that look, okay? We're going to do it on this side too. Tap it off and press it in. Press it in. Really, really, really lightly. Now, the one thing you can do is brush this off on your hands like this. And then you can, if there's anything left, little powders, you can kind of sweep through real lightly. Very, very lightly. This is a great brush. It's a Morphe. It's an under eye bullet brush. And so it's meant to do this. Now, this other part, I can go ahead and set, I'll go ahead and set it with this too. You can take this, wherever you put that highlight, and just kind of mattify it down because you want it to set. You don't want it to settle. Now, I haven't seen, I have the little lines through here, and I've been doing this also for a few days. Same thing. And I haven't seen it settle into my fine lines there either and wrinkles. So I'm going to pop it down the center of my nose. All right. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I'm sold on this. I really do love it. Yes, will I still use Youniques? Yes, I will. It just depends on what I want to do that day. But right now, this is I think it's a great product. I have worn it. I'm going to pop a little picture probably right in here of yesterday, how it looked late, kind of yesterday afternoon, what it looked like after all day. And I walked outside twice. The humidity here is down, but I still kind of sweat a little bit. And so I gave it that test yesterday, walking the stairs and doing that at work. So let me get up close. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like my skin just better. I love a glowy skin. I do. I think it's beautiful. Now let me touch it just one more time. Yeah, it's all set. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go finish out my face, like my lips and stuff, and we'll be right back to see the finished look. Okay, I finished out my look with a little bit of blush and just a little bit of lipstick. Actually, I used 2 lipsticks. I'll list everything below that I've used. But I want to show you one other product that I got at Ulta that I think you're going to love. You have seen me talk about Younique's. This is a setting spray that Younique had some time ago. It was like for a Christmas time thing. It was just one-time buy thing. I loved it. I still love it, and I still use it. I had 2 of them, and I'm halfway through this second one. But this has glowing properties in it. It makes it a little shiny. And so I was thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do when this is gone? Because I love the way it looks on my face. So when I was in there and I found this fabulous concealer, I found this too. It's by Morphe, and it's called Madison Beer. I don't know if you can, it's probably backwards for you, but it's called Madison Beer. And it has nothing to do with beer. But it's a luminous setting spray. Now, I don't recommend putting this all over your entire face, but I'm going to show you what I do with it. This is the bottle that it comes in because I just got these this past week. So right now you look at it and go, what's so special about that? Well, at the very bottom, do you see all that goodness sitting in the bottom? You have to shake this up. So shake it up, swirl it around, and I'm going to show you the goodness. Oh, look at that. When I did that in the store, I thought, yes, I'm buying this. So what I did, what I do is I take the cap off first, shake it up, get it all, mixed up together. And then what you're going to do is take it, and this is your moist blending bud, and you're going to spray like the side of it, like that. And you're going to place it like right here. And it's going to give you a beautiful sheen onto your face. You are going... And it smells good too. It really does. And Younique smells good too. Oh, Lord. It smells real good. But this is kind of cool. And you can pop it here if you want. Here if you want. And if you want to put a dab of it right here for a little shine too. It just, I don't know. I just love it. And it dries. It's not sticky. It's not tacky. Don't touch it though until, you got to let it dry. And I think you will love this too. And I'll link this below. I did find it. I can't remember how much it was. I think the Lancome, I think the concealer was like $29, so right at $30. So that's not bad. I didn't use a whole lot of it. It's going to last me a good long time, I think. And I'm going to be interchanging it out. Right now, I just love the way it looks. I really love the finish of this. So, and also check this out when you're in Ulta too, or you can order it online. You can order either one online. It doesn't really matter. And when you go onto Lancome's, they give you like a little way for you to test if you're warm, you're cool, and it kind of will help you get the color you need. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I love this eye look too. So simple, so easy. I'll link the eye look below too. I actually used one color out of Addiction Palette 9, and the others were like the pressed powder, the little round ones that we have. I think I used Marvelous here, this one, on the outer V, but I used a fall, and my shirt screams fall, girl. It's got pumpkins on it. I hope y'all have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please like and share and subscribe to this channel. I'm on here on Sundays only. I have a very full life and lots going on right now. My mom is currently in hospice, so dealing with that and all the things that brings. But I'm making it, and I worked yesterday, and yesterday was a busy day. There was only 2 of us there, so you know what? God is good. I walked to my mailbox the other day. I put it on my Facebook page. I turned around, I was just astonished that this rainbow was above my house. And I thought, that means everything's going to be okay. All of a sudden, I felt like the weight of the world came off my shoulders. But I just went to put something in the mailbox, and I was noticing how beautiful the sunrise was. And all of a sudden, I was turned around and I looked. I'm like, oh my goodness, this rainbow was right there. It was kind of a misty morning, but yet it wasn't raining. Does that make sense? So, wow, it was incredible. I just had to share that with you. So don't get so down on yourself. There's always something better around the corner. It is. My life's going to get a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier. I'm trying to do small little changes so that I'm not overwhelmed by big changes, right? So. And one other thing that I've learned this past week is I've learned to high five myself. So I want you to do high five. Put your hand up here and high five with me. Do me like that, okay? And you'll feel so much better about yourself. You'll go, I got this. I got this. And y'all got this, okay? I will see you next Sunday. I hope I've encouraged you just a little bit to look in the mirror and love yourself. That's what I want for you. Yes, and that's what I want for me too. We all need that. So, love you guys. I will see you next Sunday. And if you have questions about any of this, just message me. Find me on Facebook. Everything will be linked below. I'll see y'all later.